Hey guys, welcome to a very special episode of Unpacked with Jack. Today, I have the Topre keyboards. Topre. So for most of you keyboard aficionados out there might already recognize the brand name of Topre. For those of you who don't know, here's a quick little information session for you. Topre is a Japanese keyboard company. Well, they're not just a Japanese keyboard company, they make other things too. But in this case, we have their keyboards. Now what makes Topre special from other keyboard manufacturers is that they also make mechanical keyboards, but they don't use MX Cherry switches. They use what is called their Realforce technology or their Realforce switches. Basically, they, let's see what they have to say for themselves on the box. So it's a Tenkeyless compact design. That's where the 87U comes in. 87 meaning that there's 87 keys on the keyboard. Much better operation performance by electrostatic capacitive system. Okay. No chattering over 30 million times. Good feeling of oneness with cup rubber. Now, the first time I read that, I could not stop laughing. And enable to set 5 different functions by dip switch as described on the bottom of the package. Speaking of the bottom of the package, let's check out the bottom of the package. All right, a 10-keyless specs, pretty much what they said on the top. Little made in Japan symbol there. And they let you know which dip switches. There's 4 dip switches and what they actually do. The first one controls left control. You can either turn left control on or you can turn it off. If you turn it on, it actually changes it into the caps lock button. If you turn it off, it leaves it as left control. Switch number 2 allows for the Windows key to be enabled or disabled, as well as the context key. Switch number 3 enables or disables the keypad, but in this case does not apply to the keyboard since it doesn't have a numeric keypad. And switch number 4 allows for a firmware updating mode. So yes, you can actually update the firmware on these Realforce keyboards. Now, taking a look closer at the box, we have the keyboard itself. All right, let's put that aside for now. And we also have 2 replaceable keycaps. And also we have some huge tongs for, well, they're not tongs, they're a keycap remover. Kind of remind me of my elementary days when we used to go around on garbage duty with huge tongs and we would pick up. Anyways, I digress. We've got a cool metal keycap puller. Taking the keyboard out of the plastic packaging, you can tell right away that it is a sort of murdered out keyboard. It's black on black. Well, not necessarily. The body of the keyboard is black. It's got like this nice matte finish, so it's not gonna leave any fingerprints. And the keycaps are more of a dark gray. But then the lettering is also black. So right now under the studio lights, it's easy for me to tell at this angle what the keys are. But if I were in the dark, I would probably be lost if I didn't have my fingers on home row. Speaking of the printed lettering, the processing for putting on the print on the keycaps, it's inerasable is the exact words with sublimation printing. So for the lifetime of the keyboard, none of the keys will actually wear out. So that's actually pretty cool. Now, on the top of the box where it said, good feeling of oneness with cup rubber. So basically, I can take off one of these keycaps. What makes this switch different from other mechanical switches is what's underneath the keycap. So basically, you have the keycap, okay, sitting up like that. It depresses on an actual rubber piece that's over a conic spring. So it's a cone-shaped spring. That's what is actuating the key. So when you actually type on this, it actually gives you a lighter actuation point and it actually bounces up a lot quicker due to the conic spring and the rubber dome as well. So that's what they mean by the cup rubber. Me and Keys both tried out this keyboard a minute ago and we actually both really like it. Like even for my weaker pinky fingers, the actuation for my pinky doesn't require a lot of force. So that's actually pretty cool of Topre to actually think about having a lighter peak force for the keycaps. 87 keys on top, a black and gray sort of design, and the bottom of the keyboard is quite interesting as well. We have a 6-foot long cable, and we have standard, cable routing management. We've got one straight up top, one to my left, and one to the right. And you can also see the dip switches on the bottom. Now, there are just 4 rubber feet here and here, so both on the bottom. And the reason why they have it both on the bottom is because the top won't actually move due to the actual weight of the keyboard. It's quite heavy compared to other full-size keyboards. So if we put it down with the feet flat down, I mean the kick feet, it's not actually going to go anywhere. See? It's pretty solid. It's actually moving my entire table. But since the feet are angled, if you put up the keyboard feet, the second pair of rubber feet make contact with your table. So again, even when there is no rubber coating on the flipper feet, the bottom feet manage to keep it in place quite well. So I'm actually really impressed with that overall design. Yeah, so NCIX is going to be starting to carry Topre keyboards. So be on the lookout for that. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.